Hello everybody, welcome back. I'll make a quick video as the market's just basically plummeting and bouncing and wrecking and up and down basically. It's like bloody heart monitor. So we'll start with Bitcoin and just move our way down the list a little bit. We are doing the Patreon live stream tonight, so feel free to join. Link in the description below. So what we see is a death cross retest on a 4-hourly and a sharp rejection from that. So this is what we were talking about yesterday. We're saying, look, at the moment we're range bound. Top of the range, bottom of the range. Top of the range, breakout, and now back down to the bottom of the range. It would appear we're still range bound. But second to that, the rejection was on a death cross, and it did bring you all the way back down to where you started from. The question is, do we actually go down further than this now? Because sometimes that happens, you know, death crosses, once you take away all these supports, they've all been taken out, apart from this horizontal 107,500, well, it's often the case that they do break down further. Unless, of course, you're getting supported from a golden cross on a higher term time frame, which is what's happening now. So you hit the 4-hourly death cross, now you hit the golden cross on the daily. So look, which is it going to be? You know, who are you going to go? What side are you going to back? Well, there's a couple of ways you can think about it. So we don't have any bullish divergence on this. There's no chance because the downtrend was so fast, you didn't really get any chance to see it. You don't really have any on the 4-hourly because actually it's been bearish divergence, if anything, hidden bearish divergence, which still counts for bear div. The 1-hourly got a giant bear div drive and one shortly after that on the money flow index. So the RSI marked the peak, and the money flow index sealed the fate. And again, no real bull divs on the way down, so you can't really look at it and go, oh, well, the bounce from this exact level is definitely going to happen because you don't have the switching of momentum. So unfortunately, you move over to the weekly, and what do you see? You see lots of drives of bearish divergence. So yeah, okay, so we still got all those. So it looks to me like actually the odds are in favour of the downtrend continuing before the big bounce down at these lower levels. 101, between 99 and 102, to be honest with you. It's anywhere around those areas. 50 exponential on the weekly, move over to your monthly, 10 exponential on the monthly. And again, that's just because that's the next major level of support, which has in the past gone 1, 2, 3, and we're up. 2, 3, 4, we're up. So we haven't done it this time. And again, same on the weekly for the 50 exponential. So in the short term, that probably leads a lot of crypto stuff into a tricky sort of scenario. I mean, I don't see a problem with buying spot around these areas for expectations of moves higher over the next month or so, before Christmas, should we say. But for an immediate turnaround today, it doesn't quite look likely, to be honest with you. We'll go just for Ethereum today, and considering we're doing a stream tonight, we'll look at all the others. So Ethereum didn't even get to the death cross, rejected through association with Bitcoin's move. Well, we shouldn't be surprised. Bitcoin governs the situation here. Now, more bullish on the daily than Bitcoin, so you got more support at a lower area, 3,570, horizontal 3,500, and then a bit of a contingency dump down to 3,234. It is what it is. If it has to happen, let it happen. It has to be. But the weekly, getting support around here, which is 3,780, basically. Not far away from where we are right now. So Ethereum has more of a chance of actually bouncing. And so actually, just to finish this video off, because again, there will be a lot to talk about, no doubt, on the stream. We looked at quite a lot of stuff on the stream on Sunday. Imagine we'll be looking at similar or more tonight. But the dominance chart, weekly, looks like it wants to move up. Okay, it's still got plenty of areas to be rejected from. 1, 2, into the box and up to the top. And look, this was a perfect retest of an area that is on the chart. This isn't like a nothing area. We've had this line on the chart since like forever, and the wick the other week hit it perfectly. So okay, some relevance taking place here on the chart. So if we're going to take the chart seriously, even with the wicks, then what do we see? Well, we see a death cross. We see a potential rejection around 60.55, and we also see one around 62. If that were to continue, no bearish divergence to see. So it looks like it wants to creep up. Same with the 4 hourly, got the golden cross retest. So 1, 2, 3. Looks like somebody's behaving here in the form of an uptrend, and at the moment still creeping and trending up. Okay, so it looks like the dominance chart is being respected. Looks like finally there is something that has the supports and the resistances, whether it's horizontals or moving averages, and it's respecting them nicely. And so with that, we should generally take what you see on face value, which is a small, slow, steady uptrend in the form of Bitcoin strength, up until these areas where we continue with the, most likely continue with the downtrend. So a little higher for the dominance chart, not all over. Don't freak out now. I actually think that there's plenty of opportunities for altcoins, just not all of them. That's the problem. It's not one of those things, is it? Not one of those markets anymore, is it? Right, so I'll leave it there. Hopefully I'll see you tonight. Otherwise, if I don't, hope you have a nice day. Take it easy.